Hello guys, welcome back to Red Escape channel. Today I'm gonna discuss about my experience with Honda CB 750 Hornet. I bought this bike 18 months ago. So today I'm just gonna do my ownership review. So basically how the bike is running, all the ins and outs, and I will give you my honest opinion of this bike. So first thing I want to talk about this bike is the reliability. The 18 months I have had this bike, I never had issue. It's such a lovely bike. But saying that, there are some drawbacks, but that might not be a drawbacks for someone else. So this is purely my opinion, how I feel about this bike, and what are the good things I had about this bike, and what are the can't say bad, but something which I didn't like. It's really a budget friendly bike. Anyone can afford this bike. It's in Australia, it's about 11 grand when I bought it, but the 2025 model has over 12 grand Australian dollars. I actually like the first model make of Honda CB 750 Hornet, which is in 2023. The bike received a lot of critics due to, you know, its headlight and other accessories and stuff, but I want to touch base on those ones. To be honest, I actually like the old headlight. Don't get me wrong guys, it's exactly the same engine, but it's just a headlight lift in the newer models. Otherwise it is the same engine, so there's nothing wrong with it. However, if you guys notice, the current headlight is actually aligned in a row. At night, I don't know, that I like the throw of the old headlight because it has two at the top and then two at the bottom, so it's like more like a square. Whereas the new ones, it's aligned, the four LEDs were in the headlights were aligned in a row. However, yes, the both are visible. It's no big deal of it. But I honestly didn't like the facelift of it, because if you see, I have changed the facelift when I bought it 18 months ago. So yes, there's a lot of aftermarket purchase. I spent like over 2 grand on top of it. So at the time when I bought the bike, it was only 10 and a half grand AUD, and on top of it I spent 2 grand for the useful mods, which I posted in my last video. You guys can actually refer to that. There are so many exhausts which you may like, but I like the precision of the Scorpion Red Power exhaust, because they made to the fitment of this model, and it sounds great. It's well within the limits. It doesn't go over 100 decibels, which is the legal limit, and I will show you in this video how to actually test your exhaust. So that there's a dB sound level check that you can purchase from Amazon or eBay, and then you can monitor your exhaust. The other thing I noticed about this bike is the seat If you're going to the short rides, it doesn't hurt you. It's okay. It's all good. But if you do a continuous riding of 2 to 3 hours, yes, you might have to add a extra cushioning or padding to that seat. It really becomes stiff. It all depends on cost, how much you want to spend on the bike. Otherwise, it's a very nimble bike. I never had any issues. I would like to mention the service point of the Honda as well. The annual service cost me like about $300. That's basic, including labor. Well, labor is very expensive in Australia, so most of the time it's labor that it's a lot, but otherwise whatever the parts you consume, they charge you. Usually oil filter and caps, it's not much, but when it comes to air filter and stuff, yeah, that could cost you $200 AUD. But again, that depends on which Honda showroom you take. Some of the city ones are more expensive with the labor and stuff, but yeah, you got to shop around. Otherwise, yeah, it is budget friendly. And also, guys, I want to tell you guys that when it comes to basic maintenance, always maintain your chain every 500 kilometers. I've also made a video on that one, so just clean and lube your chain. And basic like tire pressures and stuff like that, it's important to check your tire pressures every second or third week and follow the manual, which is I think 42 psi on the rear and 36 psi at the front. The suspension feels okay. On the bumpy roads, yeah, you will feel a little bit, but again, what do you expect with the budget bike? Otherwise, overall, it is a good bike. I have really good experience with this bike. I never had any troubles with this bike. In the past, I've owned many bikes, BMW, KTM, Triumphs. They all have their own place. I wouldn't say they are bad, but again, it comes to your personal preference, which one you would like and what exactly you are using it for, you know. Is it for a short trip or just for mostly long rides, you know. This parallel tune is a beautiful engine, I must say. There's so many bikes in the market, but I must say that this bike is really very user friendly. It's not hard at all to follow. It has 3 rider modes you can choose in between. 5-inch TSP display. It's very clear. These bars feel really wide, and with this upgrade rear mirror, it's actually more visible. Vibration is 0. No vibration whatsoever. And I would like to also talk about the rear hugger. It actually helped me a lot all these months in the rainy season, in the dirt. It's really good, it helps. I also made a separate video for those rear hugger installations. You guys can refer to, or the modes video I have done previously. So overall, it is really a good bike, especially if you're a short rider like me. I'm only 5'7". Don't have to worry about your both foot touches the ground. This is my first Honda bike. I bought it Usually I purchase the bike and sell it in a year or two, but this one is really close to my heart. It has everything that a bike needs. Really a perfect bike, I would say. I mean, for me, it is a perfect bike. Again, everybody is different. What I like doesn't have to be a liking for others, but I seriously think Honda really stepped up making this bike. It has plenty of power, plenty of punch, really a characterful engine. The gears are smooth. I don't have any quick shifter, it's just a standard. Only changes I made on this bike is the windshield and these bar and mirrors and exhaust. It's really a good performance exhaust, and the rear hugger, and I changed the levers as well, the adjustable levers for brake and clutch. Speaking about mileage, it's actually not too bad. Given the cc's, it's 750cc engine. You can get at least over 300 kilometers from a full tank, but that depends on your riding as well. Some might notice getting more kilometers than others. That's because on which mode you use, how you use, you know, like a lot of factors come into play. So I usually ride in standard mode and rain mode, and I observe that when I use the rain mode, it's slightly less than the standard mode and sports mode. So the petrol tend to suck more in sports and rain mode. I don't know, because it has a different settings. But if you're just day-to-day user like me, going on a short trips, it's actually fine. You can get even 320 kilometers out of it. So I usually put a full tank. It will last me roughly around 3 weeks, and every 3 weeks I fill my tank again. Seriously, it is really a good bike to consider if you have recently passed your full license and you want to try a mid-sized bike which doesn't cost much and it's easier to maintain. Yes, definitely go for this bike. I had absolute pleasure riding this bike for 18 months. The brakes are spot on. Yes, it doesn't have Brembo brakes, but again, Nissan brakes are not too bad. The gears are so smooth. So if you see, guys, that's what I was talking about. They throw off the light, 2 on the top and 2 on the bottom. That's why the headlight throw is really good with this generation model. I'll start the bike and I'll show you. Should be able to hear now. On an idle mode, it shouldn't be over 100 decibels. That's why when you pass through the cops car, they have a special thing to detect this sound pollution. I must appreciate the way Scorpion exhausts were made, keeping several things in mind without disturbing its performance. So I bought this from Amazon, this thing here. It's called sound level meter. So what it does is actually measures your sound of the exhaust. So it's very simple to use. I'll show you in a second. So just there's an on button here. So it's now on, and then you just, there's a hold button and then minimum and maximum button there. So you just hold that and then test it. So under 100 decibels. This is what my point is, guys. So let's check from the back. Hold again. There's a button here which is hold. You just hold. Once you hold, just go near to the exhaust. Even near to the exhaust, it's 89. So under 100 decibels. It's the best performance exhaust, guys. It sounds great. It's not too loud. It's made really with precision. I love this exhaust. Another thing I want to show you guys is this mirrors. Really robust quality, and in this 18 months I never had to do anything once. My mods video, I showed you how I fixed this. I made a separate video for this, and I made a separate video for this as well. These are the adjustable levers, and you can adjust the thing here. So adjustable clutch. Really nice bike. It fits the purpose. For me it does. I can go short trips, I can go long trips. I like these tires. These tires is really grippy, very good on all road conditions. Yeah, very good tires. These are Michelin Road 5. Yeah, even the back tires also Michelin tires, Road 5. So this is what I was talking about, the chain. If you look at my chain, I've been cleaning it every 500 kilometers. That's how you maintain it. Any bike, I think you have to maintain it well. So far I have done 6,351 kilometers in 18 months. I would recommend this bike to anyone who is actually looking for a good budget friendly, easy to maintain short and occasional long rides. Yes, don't even think of any other bikes, just go for Honda. They're really reliable. If you have any doubts or anything that you want to ask about Honda CB 750 Hornet ownership, you can comment on the comment section. I will come back to you. The way it looks, and it's beautiful bike. Thanks for watching the videos, guys. I really appreciate you guys' time. If you have any doubts, just yeah, comment in the comment section, and I'll see you in the next video. And also, please guys, don't forget to subscribe and share my video, and yeah, that will help me to create more videos like this. Thank you guys. Thank you.